Alright guys, we are back, another show. Liverpool 2-0 against Chelsea, back at the top of the league. Raheem Sterling with another double. Manchester United scraped past West Ham. Arsenal scraped past Watford. And Tottenham dispatched Huddersfield. Guys, I'm here with my good friend DJ Grievous, aka Aaron, who's a Chelsea fan. Whey! Welcome to the Sanderson Show. Alright guys, so yeah, welcome. Aaron, thank you very much for coming. Takes cojones coming after a defeat.
I'm going to hide for like a minute. I'll let you talk. Everything you say, I'm going to have my head in my hands.
So guys, you know what game we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about my team Liverpool versus Aaron's team Chelsea. What a game it was. First and foremost, I will start off by saying a lot of people are saying Hazard disappeared for this game. I couldn't disagree more. He was Chelsea's best player by far. Wouldn't you say so?
Do you mean best player by missing our best chances?
He did, but he also was the only player creating something. Rudiger played really well.
For 10 minutes. For 10 minutes.
Rudiger played really well before he came off injured.
Yes. I feel like that's the turning point.
It was.
One of the turning points. I believe that he's one of the people that keeps our defence going.
Yes.
Especially with David Luiz's lax in concentration. I believe Christensen's a good defender, but he's a good second defender.
Yes.
And what we had is we had two second defenders in my book there.
I agree.
It would have made more sense to put Azpilicueta in centre back and have him try and take control. But then again, I don't believe he's a captain. Chelsea's a mess, basically.
Yeah,
where we get to.
It's tough. So I think, all right, I'll ask your opinion as well. Sorry, his tactics. I think he got his tactics spot on defensively. Offensively, I think he got it wrong. I think Hazard playing through the middle was too much for the team. He's your creative, he's your best player. Playing him through the middle, you had Henderson, Fabinho, Van Dijk and Matip all crowding him whenever he had the ball.
Yeah. The
moment you went 2-0 down and brought on Higuain and you moved down to the left, that's when the problem started for us.
It did. But I feel like the problem only started because you guys already adjusted to him playing there.
Yeah.
So the minute he started to go and find his space, which he was allowed to do, we had our 10-minute spell. We should have got back into the game.
He should have
got back into the game. And then after that, we had no chances. Yeah. I tweeted it. I said, if we don't score in this spell here, we won't score at all.
Yeah.
Because what Klopp is very good at is adjusting, which is something Sarri can't do, which is why I'm sorry out.
You're sorry out?
I'm sorry out.
I'm just about to ask. You're sorry out completely?
Sorry out. I've been saying it for the past few months.
Wow.
I believed when he started, I just believe it was good fortune. Good fortune that no one figured us out. The minute we got figured out, we've been poor. Absolutely poor. We have arguably, or if not as a fact, the worst away record in the top six. Debatable if Arsenal would have to look at it properly.
Yeah.
But it's the worst. I know against the top six, I think we've lost all of our games against the top six away, if I'm right.
Oh. Alright, so Sarri, I'll be honest with you, I actually think Sarri is a good manager. And
Where?
The reason I say that, I actually think you guys contained us really well in the first half. His tactics weren't a downfall of you conceding the goal. It was a mistake, and Henderson pounced on the ball, and you're over flooded at the back post. And then Salah's goal, no one can account for Salah's goal.
No one can.
But I tell you, with Sarri, he just ain't got his full amount of players. He reminds me of Klopp and Pochettino when they first took over at Tottenham and Liverpool. They didn't have everything they needed to really make a push, and I think Sarri he's tactically very good. Like, you set up well to contain, but I think Higuain should have started. I'm not a massive fan of Willian. I'm not really a big fan, and I think he offered nothing in that game.
Alright, what I'm going to do for you right now is, from a Chelsea point of view, I'm going to break down everything.
Go for it.
Everything, and I hope everyone agrees with me out there. I'm sorry out because he's insistent on a specific type of football that the players do not believe in. If the players do not believe in it, you're never going to have the back end. The difference between Pochettino and Klopp is the players believed in it. Straight away, and they followed through. But you could see it working in games. With Sarri, other than the beginning of the season, we haven't seen it work in games. Do you know what I mean? He's brought in players that are also awful. They're awful. We've brought in Jorginho, who looks like he's running on sand.
Yeah,
he looks like he's running on sand.
Sluggish.
He is shocking. And in a game against Liverpool, when we're playing defensive football, he's already got it tactically wrong.
Yeah.
Because he can't defend, he can't tackle, and he can't run.
It should have been Kante.
Should have been Kante with Kovacic, and Loftus-Cheek is fine where he is.
Yeah.
But when we should be playing those games, we need to be playing 2 DMs and 1 cam.
Yeah.
That's how we should be playing.
Yeah.
If we're playing that kind of game.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
there are games like that we go through the season, which makes me regret that we ever got rid of Ramirez. If we had Ramirez and Kante doing that 2 jobs there, you could leave Hazard in the middle. You could play Hudson-Odoi all day long with William, which again I'm not a fan of. I agree. I think he slows down the game. I think he's shocking. I think Higuain is shocking. I think he's old. I think he's past it.
Nah, I rate
Have you seen his 5-yard pass?
Yeah.
It's awful. Giroud should be our first striker without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I'm shocked at that. But he's on a free at the end of the season, so he's free to go,
The
isn't he?
rumour is that they are going to sign him on again for another year deal.
Because you can't sign anyone at the moment.
No, we can sign people that we already have.
Yeah, but not
So
new
we can renew contracts, but we can't register new players.
Yeah.
So regardless, I feel like we are going to sign him on. We need to get rid of our manager. We've got Tammy Abraham to come in next year, who's top goal scorer in the Championship, I believe. We've got Bashwari to come back, I believe.
Do you think he will come back?
I think he needs to, because I feel like we need the option.
Yeah. But then you're going to have, 4 strikers?
I believe we just get rid of Higuain. I think any new manager that comes in will get rid of him.
Oh, so you think Sarri's out at the end of the season?
I think Sarri's out at the end of the season, especially when it looks like we're going to finish 6th.
So who comes in for Sarri then?
This is the problem. This is where the problem lies.
All the top managers are pretty much taken.
All of them are taken. And for me, it's you take a risk on a young manager and let him build his philosophy, and you actually give him that time.
Lampard?
It's a very good option. It's a very, very good option.
Chelsea through and through?
Especially with the way that he builds up his Aston Villa, his Derby team. Yeah. But I believe he should bring John Terry with him, with the Aston Villa link at the same time. Yeah. And we've got loads of
Zola's still there.
Yeah, we've got loads of assistant managers that are elsewhere as well. Because you've got Jody Morris that's out and about, and he's left, and he needs to come back. We've got loads of good Chelsea true blue players that are now managers or assistant coaches or things like that, and they need to be filling our ranks, especially in this time of turmoil.
So, all right. We spoke about Chelsea. Obviously, we've got to speak about the team that won. The big boys. Top of the league. Do you think Liverpool are going to do it?
No.
Oh, you said that real quick.
No.
I've got to agree with you.
I'm sorry. As much as I love the way Liverpool play, there's a rivalry that's unwritten between Chelsea and Liverpool. I can't wish for you guys to win anything. Ever since the ghost goal, it's gone out the window. It's gone out of the window. We've had such a rivalry through the part, even
15 years now.
Yeah, even from the Gronkiar goal, I think it really, really kicked off.
Yeah. Oh, that was when you beat us 2-1.
Yeah, at Anfield. Yeah, right. To qualify for the Champions League.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That was your place.
Are you sure?
Place.
I believe
that was your place.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I remember the game. Hupia scored the first.
Yes, he did.
And then I think Desai got the
equaliser. He did.
And then.
Are you sure it was at the bridge?
No, it's definitely the bridge. That wouldn't happen at Anfield back then.
I feel like we should research that.
And like the killer is because you qualify for the Champions League. That's what made Abramovich buy you lot as well.
Yes, it was. Because he flew over Stamford Bridge as well, did his little research and realised, there's money to be made there.
Yeah, and he's taking your clubs to new heights.
Yeah, but there's a rivalry between us. I don't think you're going to do it. I believe the club that's most similar to Tottenham, and I'm sorry about saying this, is Liverpool. Liverpool are so similar to Tottenham, it's unbelievable. I believe, like, was it Robertson that was talking about it? Robertson?
Yeah.
About the slip? He said no one slipped?
Yeah.
To be honest, the only problem with you guys is you probably won't slip, but neither will Man City.
That's the problem.
That's the only place where you're stuck. You went for a run of games. Was it 5 out of 6 that you drew?
Yeah. So it was the Leicester game, Everton game, Man United game, and West Ham.
And that's where I believe you lost it. That was your slip, I believe. Although it's not going to come at the end of the season, barring a miracle from somebody else. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But it's crazy when you think of it that Liverpool have only lost 1 game this season, could finish on 97 points, and still not win the league.
Yeah, but
that's mental.
We're dealing with a team which is arguably one of the best teams I've ever seen. and that's going through all the Barcelona teams, the Real Madrid teams. You gotta, if they was to ever play a game with this Man City team, could they win? And you got to look at it and think who's actually going to dominate the game.
Yeah.
Because that's who really would win.
So let me ask you then: if Liverpool don't win it, are Liverpool the unluckiest team in Premier League history up until now?
Yes, you're already the unluckiest team in Premier League history, I believe. I believe it's going to carry on for you guys for a little while longer. Unfortunately.
I didn't need to hear this today.
I just believe you've got everything you need, but there's always going to be another team that's got that little bit more. And it's not even Liverpool's fault. It could never ever be Liverpool's fault. It's just going to be that one other team like Man City, you have the resources to be better.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's the same thing. Chelsea have the resources to have been better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's why we've won the league how many times?
Yeah.
Man United's resources, they're just...
Yeah,
everyone's resources are better than yours. And Leicester had their one season.
Yeah. That was a season when everyone didn't capitalise.
No, not at all. So, unless for you guys, you end up keeping all your players, you invest even more. I feel like you made a couple bad investments, like Keita, for example. Like
you writing off Keita, bro?
Already, yeah, I'm gonna write him off already.
Can't.
Oh, he's still gonna have another chance, I believe.
I'm fine with Keita. I like Keita.
But I just believe you could have done with him being at his peak this year.
Yeah.
And are you gonna still go into next year and have the same run of form, knowing that Real Madrid are looking at your best players?
Yeah.
And Real Madrid are gonna take somebody's best player this year, and it's looking more like they're gonna take yours than ours.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So, if Hazard does go, does Pulisic replace him? And then also, Chelsea might just say no. They might just let his contract wind down. Because if you can't sign any players, there's no point getting rid of Hazard.
Do you know what it is at the same time? If they sold him, the deal's looking like it's going to be 100 million.
For Hazard.
Which isn't a lot in this day and age. I don't believe it's a lot.
But for a player with only 12 months left on the contract, it's a lot of money.
So, it's looking like at a season we might as well just take as a complete loss. Because if we can't sign players, we can't win the league. We might as well take it as a loss and let him go. Let him go and achieve what he needs to achieve. And I believe for him as a player, he needs to achieve Ballon d'Or for him to be even remembered as one of the best players that ever lived. And if he doesn't win a Ballon d'Or, his career's been kind of a waste, considering the talent that he is.
Yeah.
Does he have the talent to win Ballon d'Or? Yeah. But is he going to do it at Chelsea?
All right, but to touch back on your point with Liverpool and someone always having more resources or someone being slightly better, Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah, but aren't they at the end of their 10 years now? Ronaldo, was he 34?
Yeah, but we thought they were, but they're still doing madness.
Yeah,
especially
but Hazard's
Messi.
got another, at least 3 years on them when they retire.
True, but then you've also got Neymar, Mbappe.
They're not going to win at PSG. Not in the French
league.
League.
You're right. But Mbappe, if he goes Real Madrid...
it depends on who gets bought, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that is the problem. Teams are going to be scurrying because Real Madrid haven't had a good season.
Awful.
They're going to poach someone.
And I believe Salah or Mane is on their list.
Don't put that out into the atmosphere.
I'm putting it into the atmosphere. There it is. Salah or Mane is going to get bought this summer by one of the big clubs.
No.
I said it here.
It won't happen.
I said it.
It won't happen.
Comments below. Comments below.
So guys, you've heard what Aaron had to say. You've heard what I've had to say. I still think Chelsea are going to win the Europa League.
Thank you.
I do. I genuinely do.
Thank you.
But I think Premier League wise, you're in a mess for at least another year.
Give us two. Give us two.
Yeah.
But congratulations.
I'm finishing second. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments below. Now on to the team who are currently second in the league, but everyone's favourite to win it, Manchester City. And Raheem Sterling scored another 2 goals this weekend to give them a 3-1 win at Crystal Palace. Who's going to stop them? Will they be stopped? A couple of tough fixtures coming up. Can they be beaten? Will they be beaten
do
again?
it here. Listen to this. Raheem Sterling, you are player of the year.
No, he's
player
not.
of
He's
the
not.
year.
He's not the
Raheem
player.
Sterling
No, he's not.
is player of the season. Ugh, there's nothing else I can say.
He's not player of the
Man
season.
City are the best team in the league. Raheem Sterling is the best player in the league right now on current form. Do I believe he was going to do that at the beginning of the season? No. Do I believe he's he has probably the worst technique I've ever seen in my life somehow, and it works.
It works.
He looks like he should have no power in his shot. He looks like like the way he runs is like there's no technique in it at all. He doesn't look fluid.
He's a natural footballer.
But yeah, that's what it is.
It's
Just all natural, and the way he plays is so unique. I have to give him the utmost respect now. I have to, and that's why I believe he's going to be player of the league.
All right, so hear me out when I say this now. I rate Raheem Sterling. I rate what he's doing as a person outside of football with the whole racing, push and everything. That doesn't make him the best player in the league, though.
So who is the best player in the league?
Know who it is.
Go on.
He's got a ponytail. He plays centre back for Liverpool. It's Virgil van Dijk. Who else?
Virgil van Dijk can't win player of the league unless Liverpool win the Premier League.
But we
can't. He can't.
But Salah finished 4th with Liverpool last season. Player of the year.
How many goals?
Yeah, stupid amount.
How many goals?
Stupid amount.
And now we're looking at it, and to be honest, Liverpool and Man City dominate that top scorers position. There's Mane and Salah with Aguero and Sterling.
It's only Aubameyang that
Aubameyang and Harry Kane. If Harry Kane plays again.
Yeah. Which is that's annoying for me because
we'll get back to that.
We needed Harry Kane. I'm talking about Liverpool now. We needed Harry Kane for that Man City game. Ankle gone.
Yeah.
It's like Pep just got a hoodoo over these teams sometimes.
He wouldn't even need it. He wouldn't even need it. Do you know what? I really spoke down Pep at the start of his tenure. I spoke him down. I said he's been managing the best teams in the world with the best players in the world, and he's not going to be able to do it at Man City. I didn't believe Man City had the best team. I believe they had a good bunch of individuals, but they weren't a great team at that specific time when he came in.
No, they weren't.
That they could be beaten.
Yeah.
And then he's come in, he's spotted weaknesses, he's got the best out of his players, because Raheem Sterling, when he first went there, wasn't looking like the price he was.
Yeah. Remember, they were trying to do a swap deal for Sterling and Sanchez.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Look how that 14's turned out.
And he's come in.
Mental.
And he's amazing. He as a coach is amazing. Why wouldn't any player in the world want to go and play at Man City right now? With what they're building there, with everything behind the scenes at the club at the same time, why wouldn't anyone want to play there?
It's a brilliant project. Why
wouldn't you?
The only thing that could sway people, how long is Pep going to stay?
This is the point. Because he's now famous, like Jose Mourinho is famous for his 3 years. He's famous for building his project to its maximum and then saying, I finished now.
Yeah, I'm out.
And then what does he do from there? He's got an option to probably go back to Barcelona and try again.
Or he could go Juve, he could go PSG.
He could do, because nobody's been able to win the Champions League at PSG.
And he could go there and do
that. The best luck you got now is for Pep to say, I'm kind of finished before the season's finished, and hopefully they drop points. That's the wish. You gotta hope he goes down with illness or food poisoning. You might want to take up a job in catering, go work down at Man City. Food poisoning, salmonella, and everyone. And that's the only chance you got of winning the Premier League. I'm sorry.
I'll be honest. As painful as it is, I don't see City dropping points for the rest of the season.
I'd love to. What performance as well.
It's a professional performance, because Palace aren't easy. Palace aren't an easy team to play. They're not battling relegation, but they knew they weren't 100% safe. They are pretty much now.
Yeah, but they never go down without a fight. They always fight.
But it's City, innit?
It's the Palace way.
It's City. Special team. I'll be honest, as much as I'd like to see them drop points, because I do want that Premier League trophy at Anfield where it belongs.
You guys have a Premier League trophy?
No, we don't have a Premier League trophy, but we have other trophies. We have the old Division 1 before anyone says, oh, you never won the league.
See,
yes,
This is why I don't want you to win the league. This is why.
Yeah, if we win it,
I'll never stop hearing about it.
If we win the league, you've heard it from me, I'm not going to be humble, I'm going to be smug. Yeah. I'm going to be smug.
Yeah.
Because all I've been hearing down the years is the Gerrard slip, you know, won a league, this, that. I'm going to be smug.
Man City, if you can hear me out here, do not drop any points. Do not drop any points. Am I right in also saying that with their game in hand, which they have, if they draw, you're equal on points? Or am I wrong?
I don't think we are. Let me double check.
This is important information.
Let me double check.
Because goal difference now is also a major factor, because it's also very close. Am I right there?
Yeah.
I feel like there's 6 goals in it. Is it like 6 goals or 7 goals?
I think a bit more than that.
So
we've got the most clean sheets. I know that much.
Now
we've got more clean sheets than most hospitals. So.
But if you go out, because you've got games coming up where you can literally pound in 4, 5, 6 if you need to.
Potentially.
Do you know what I mean? So other than the Wolves game, that's going to be a really close game.
No, City have to win their game in hand. It's 2 points.
It's 2 points. So if they draw their game, it'll go to goal difference.
No. If they draw, there'll be a point behind.
A point behind. Sorry, yes, because you guys are in the lead. Right, so they've got to win their game.
One team, please. One of you. We don't even need a win, just a draw, please.
Is it possible for you to bring up their run-up right now? Their run-up
Part the bus.
games?
Someone part the bus.
Oh, my. You're going to need to pop 2 bucks. Someone hire Jose Mourinho.
Part
Jose
the
Mourinho
bus.
for 2 games.
All right,
3 games.
So they got Tottenham tomorrow in the Champions League. Then they got Tottenham in the league on Saturday. Then Man United on the Wednesday.
Tough game.
Then Burnley. Then Leicester. Brendan, please.
They've got tough games.
Then Brighton. Brighton's their last game of the season.
I think what's key down there is Burnley away.
Burnley, they'll do
Burnley away.
It has to be City or Tottenham.
But it's United at Old Trafford.
Yeah, but United are going to roll
now,
it. United don't want us to win it.
But they don't want you to win it. But who are they going to want to win it less?
Us. Because they'll never hear the end of it. Plus, remember, they might be out of the top 4 conversation by that game.
You're going to get help from Benitez anyway.
I hope.
From Newcastle, you're going to get help from Benitez.
Rafa, if you're listening, you know what to do, big man. You know what to do.
I believe, again, when Tottenham were close to coming and winning the league, and Chelsea knocked them off their high horse, the only chance you got is for United to say, do you know what, we're not letting our local rivals dominate this league twice in a row. We're going to knock them off their high horse. Right. And I believe that's the only chance you got.
Glory, Man United. Felt horrible even saying that. But you got to do me something. You got to do something. So, all right. So, guys, let us know. City going to drop points this season. And Liverpool going to drop points again this season. And if City don't, they're going to do the quadruple. Let us know in the comments below. All right, guys. So we move on to the Gunners. Their nickname's the Gunners, but they're not really firing on all cylinders at the moment. However, they picked up the 3 points, which is vital at this time of the season against a gritty Watford team with Troy Deeney throwing out people's elbows. Wow. But they did it. They did what they had to do. Had Troy Deeney not been sent off, it could have been a very different game.
Very different game.
I've met Troy. He's a lovely guy, but when he gets on the football pitch, he's an absolute animal. And this time it just overspilled him. Aubameyang got a goal and Arsenal got the 3 points. What do you think of Arsenal for the rest of the season?
This is the problem. So, with Arsenal are capable of dropping points at any occasion. Yeah. They're capable of a complete defensive mishap at any occasion. Yeah. They're also capable of not scoring a goal. They're capable of that. But then they're capable of destroying a team. Now, in that game, were they good? Not really. Nah. Well, did they deserve to win? Well, of course. Watford had 10 men for 80 minutes. Yeah. Of course they deserve to win the game. Yeah. Would they have won the game? Have Troy Deeney stayed on? Regardless if they was 1-0 up already? No, I don't think they would have. Their away record is so shoddy that I believe Watford would have got back in the game. I believe it would have been a draw. I do believe Arsenal might have scored again. Maybe. Knowing Watford probably would have tried to push on and try to dominate the game. Yeah. And I believe Arsenal would have probably got 2 goals in that game. Can Watford get 2 goals against Arsenal with 11 men? Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
They can.
They proved it. They've done it before.
But at the end of the day, they got the result. The result was there. Well done, Arsenal. They're pushing for their top 4 place, which before that game I thought was unrealistic.
I still don't think they're going to do it.
And then
it's something in Arsenal's makeup where I'm not convinced. I just feel they're gonna fold in some way, shape or fashion.
The only reason I disagree with you is because Chelsea have already folded.
Yeah. They're done.
Man United are gonna fold against Chelsea because we're famous for making other people fold.
And see,
that's what we do. And at the same time, Tottenham are famous for failing. That is what they do. Tottenham fans, if you're out there, you guys fail. And we all hate you. Every other team hates you. We all hate you.
Typical Chelsea, innit?
Yeah, we hate
everyone in London.
We hate Tottenham too. So if you guys are out there, I hope you fail. So the only team I can even wish progress for is Arsenal. And that hurts me to say even then.
Well, not even Liverpool.
No way. You not got your ghost goal, man. I can never forgive it ever from there. So I believe Arsenal are going to do it. They haven't got, I wouldn't say a bad run, but they've got a lot of away games, if I'm right in saying, which is difficult.
For them it is.
But at the end of the day, who hasn't got a difficult run in the top 6 other than Liverpool?
On paper.
On paper.
On paper, yeah.
Everybody's got a difficult game or 2 difficult games. So at the end of the day, it is anybody's position, that top 4. But I'm voting for Arsenal to make it.
I'll be honest. I don't know. I see something coming up and Arsenal not making it. It's just how they are, innit? Like Aubameyang, Lacazette, they've Ramsey. When they attack, they're fluid, they're good. But defense, like Mustafi,
he's awful.
He's the German Martin Skrtel. Like I've never seen the defender so bad.
To be honest, I think Skrtel was better.
He was better because at least Skrtel will give you a goal now and again. Mustafi's not even really.
Do you know what the difference with Skrtel was? Skrtel, he was destined to give away a penalty, rather than do anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas Mustafi's destined to Gerrard his life away and slip all over the pitch.
Okay, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. So whoever's watching, don't try and trademark that or don't put that in the comments. Don't do it. You'll be blocked. Don't do it. But yeah, I see something going on. I mean, Aubameyang came out and was saying he prefers playing in a 2-man attack. But have Arsenal got the players to play? Only 4 players in midfield and only 2 up front. I don't think
Ramsey's going to save it for them. He's going to be his last wish to his last and he's their last hope, and he's going at the end of the season. But as a send off, he's going to give you that top 4. So when he does that, I hope you give him a round of applause, a standing ovation, and I hope you guys even secure 3rd before the end of the season, so that you can give him that real standing ovation and that real love and that real send off. Because I believe he deserves it. I would have loved to have had him at Chelsea.
Yeah,
I would have loved to have taken him. I believe you got rid of a world class talent, and next year, see you lot behind Wolves and Leicester down at 10th.
So let me ask you, who or how can they replace Ramsey?
They can't. I believe that Arsenal, as a club, when it comes to transfers, are incompetent. I believe you lot are awful. Awful.
It's the Chelsea anger coming out. Lay it out, bro. Lay it out.
You know, are awful club. Awful club, especially from the top. I know all of the Arsenal fans will agree with me. Until you not get rid of your hierarchy, you're awful.
Yeah.
You're awful. You're not going to sign anyone. Let's be realistic. And if you do sign anyone, it'll probably be a youngster we've never heard of, and it's probably done by email via Arsene Wenger. And congratulations to you guys. Until you not get a centre back, who cares about who you put in centre midfield? Because you not got Ozil, who you pay money for to sit on the bench.
This is meant to be called the Sanderson Show. I'm going to change it to the Savage Show. Brutal, Aaron.
It's brutal. But I don't have any respect for Arsenal. I'm sorry, I don't. I saw Troops the other day, and I told him I have no respect for your club, and he laughed and tapped me on the shoulder, and he slightly agreed with me. With me in a sense of he knows that so much changes have to be done for Arsenal to even be capable of winning a league. So when the season's done, we'll see what they do in the transfer window. But unless there's a transfer window for them, we won't be talking about them next year.
No, very true. So guys, after that savagery by Aaron,
come on, are you going to agree with me? Let's get some savagery.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I've got a lot of friends who are Arsenal fans, and Arsenal fans make me sick. Because they think their club is still the club of 2004, and it's not. As you said, Arsenal need to do a complete revamp of their hierarchy.
Yeah.
They're a very inconsistent team who are able, at the moment, to capitalise on the bad form of Chelsea, Man United, and Tottenham.
Exactly that.
That's the only reason they're in the shout of the top 4.
Exactly that.
And if they qualify for top 4, it could actually be the worst thing that happens to them, because they're not going to get loads of money to spend. And in the Champions League, it's just going to be Bayern Munich all over again, isn't it?
100%. And you know what? I've just seen something that describes Arsenal in this room. Give me 5 seconds.
This is what I see. You guys think I'm bad. Oh.
Arsenal fans, this is you. General waste. Thanks.
Guys, Arsenal fans, if you don't subscribe, I understand. Let me know what you think about your team in the comments below. Ollie's at the wheel, but is the car right? I don't know if it is. I mean, they scraped through against West Ham, 2 Pogba penalties. He didn't even do the little slow run up this time, so you know things are getting serious down at Trafford.
That line was the best. That line was the best.
What are they going to do? I mean, they got Barcelona in the Champions League.
They're out.
I do think they're out.
They're out.
I do think they're out. Can they finish top 4? Bearing in mind, you predict them to lose against City.
I predict them to lose against Chelsea.
Chelsea as well.
I predict them to lose against Chelsea.
So if they drop 6 points, there's no chance.
There's no chance. There's no chance. If they drop 3 points, there's no chance. If they draw a game, I believe there's no chance. I just don't believe in them as a club. I don't believe the Solskjaer stuff was working until you gave him the permanent deal.
Yeah.
So, United fans out there, I'm pointing at you. Why did you do it? Hierarchy, why did you do it?
But they had to, because imagine they didn't give him the job. It would have been...
The minute they gave it to him,
damned
they
if
dropped
you do.
points.
Yeah, but damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you've given him the job now, if he does bad, no one can really turn around to the hierarchy and say, why did you give him the job? Because his form and the football they were playing was a lot better.
You can give it to him at the end of the season.
I agree.
Even on the last day. Going into the last game of the season, if it's a very tight game and you know that you've got to win that game to get top 4, don't give it to him yet.
Yeah.
You've got a couple months to play out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Give it to him and then...
But then give it to him afterwards.
Yeah,
And you can.
yeah.
It's not like you can't have a meeting with him and say, depending on the end of the season result, if you get Champions League, you get this job.
The only thing is with that, though, he had no right to get Champions League when he first came in.
It's very true. Very true.
He had no right. But at the same time, that is down to Tottenham, Chelsea and Man United and Arsenal as well. Because they shouldn't even have given them a chance to get back in there. But
Never.
Ollie was at the wheel. Just the problem is, has he got the tools to be able to drive? And I don't think that Man United team's good enough.
No, it's not. It's not. I feel like I want to break down some of their players, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, go. The floor's yours.
So, when it comes down to their defence, how Lindelof is their best centre-back right now is hilarious.
It is.
It's hilarious.
But he's good. He's just not in the same breadth as the other top centre-back.
He's not. He's really not. And how he's been playing well, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But he's just not. And then you got Michael Smalling. His name's Michael Smalling. Yeah. He's just got to be one of the worst.
He's terrible.
He's got to be one of the worst. But then Phil Jones has his memes. He's Captain Meme.
Yeah, he is.
You got Captain Marvel. He's going to be in it. He's Captain Meme. He's got his new film coming out. He's Captain Meme. They've got Ashley Young, who's been awful for years. Anybody knows he's going to check back and whip it in.
Yeah.
Come on, I know you're going to do that. I'll stop you. Go to the byline. Whip it in because most of the time you hit it to the other corner flag.
Yeah.
You're awful. Valencia's done. He's done.
I mean, Ashley Young in that Barcelona game.
Oh my God.
The guy wouldn't be able to find a cross in a church, bro.
He could.
Like,
Oh, he can't hit a barn door at a farm. He can't do anything. Like he's
terrible.
Oh.
So
who's their left back again now?
Sure.
Who's it that played again the other day? Because Shaw didn't play the other day, did he?
Was it Dallo?
He's awful.
You don't rate. I like Dallo.
He's awful.
I like Dallo.
Fred's the worst Brazilian player I've seen in the last 10 years.
Worse than Cleberson. Sorry, United. Sorry. Yeah, Cleberson. I think Cleberson.
I had a debate the other day who was worse between Anderson and Fred.
Anderson did bits for a little bit.
Well, to be fair, he was always playing in a position that weren't his.
Yeah, and a great team as well.
He still won trophies.
Yeah, it's true.
It's Fred.
Yeah, Fred's not been good. I thought Fred was going to be a brilliant signing for them as well.
Oh, mate. Oh.
Is the problem Pogba at that team? Though?
Yes. I was going to get to him. I heard through the grapevine, because I like to watch my YouTube and stuff like that, that there is problems at the club with Pogba and Solskjaer now.
Oh.
So,
tasty.
If that is the problem, he needs to go. He needs to go. You need to get rid of him because he's going to be a poison.
Yeah.
And the poison needs to be taken away. You need to get rid of it. I believe he is your poison. I believe that realistically, what Man United really were based around, were they was always based around wingers. I believe you should go back to it, because that's what makes Man United the club that they are, and they've always been able to have ball players in the middle.
Yeah.
Letting Herrera go, I don't know why you're doing it.
Criminal.
I don't know why you're doing it. But you really need to get back on track, Man United. You need to take Pogba out. He's a luxury player. And you need to get yourself a workhorse back in there.
Yeah.
Get yourself a workhorse back in there. Have that three-man tough Man United midfield.
Yeah.
Get yourself your wingers. And I believe you need to get rid of Lukaku.
You wouldn't keep him as a good backup?
No, he wouldn't play backup.
He'd have to. He'd
won't.
have to, because he's not better than Rashford.
No, but then I believe you should also play Rashford on the wing.
On the wing.
I believe that you should.
I
really believe that you should, and I believe Lewandowski's there for the taking at Bayern. You should go and take him for his last couple of years, like what you did with Van Persie. And this is a very serious thing that I'm saying. Do what you did with Van Persie. Get Lewandowski in there. Get yourself Martial on the wing. Get yourself Rashford on the wing. You got Lingard in there that can play. Matt is nearly done, so use him while you can.
Yeah.
But you should have that one little cam player in the middle and get yourself two workhorses.
Yeah.
And I believe you guys can have the possibility of winning the league if you sort out your defence. Because at the end of the day, Solskjaer's got him playing some good football.
Yeah.
They just need to sort out the little bits of issues that I believe that they have. A bit of poison, a better striker.
Yeah.
Not saying Lukaku's not good, but I just believe he's not Man United. He's just not a Man United striker.
He's not Lewandowski.
And I feel like the biggest mistake Chelsea ever made was getting rid of someone like Lukaku, who fits into our system. I just don't believe you guys need a brute, which is what he is. He's a brute. He's not a classy player. He's a brute player.
Yeah.
He's just brute forced, and he's got quite a good finish on him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But Lewandowski is that next level of class, and if you lot get him, round of applause. That's what you guys need.
No, I agree. As you said, you picked up all the points, really. One problem that Man United could have, though, is David De Gea not signing a new contract.
Yes, and I believe he's going to go also. But I believe their second choice goalkeeper, Sergio Ramos. He's a class goalkeeper in his
He's
own.
the best backup goalkeeper possibly in world football.
Yeah, and I believe he's a number one. He is a number one. And if he is your number one, you can use that money to get your striker and to build up the rest of your positions that you're going to need to build.
Yeah, because let's be honest, you're not replacing De Gea.
No.
I mean, unless, all right, did they go and try and get Oblak?
See, the thing is, with Oblak, like, is he a very good goalkeeper?
Oh,
yes, he is.
Yeah.
But is it worth going out and buying a goalkeeper?
For 100 million.
No, it's not. It's really not worth it.
But people said it wasn't worth Liverpool spending 60 odd million on Alisson. But saying that our situation was different.
Very different. Very different.
We had a carrier singer.
You guys had a keeper that is worse than David James. Yeah. And his name is Calamity James.
Yeah.
So if you've got a worse keeper than Calamity James,
it was bad.
Then it's worth spending. And at the end of the day, Chelsea went and bought their keeper, but we got money. You know what I mean? We got money and put an extra. Basically, we spent 30 million on the keeper. We sold ours, and you know what I mean. We bought another keeper. And to be fair, Courtois was terrible anyway. Look, he's sitting on the bench to Zidane's son.
Yeah, he is.
In regards to that, no, I don't think they need to buy a keeper. Would it make sense for them to go out and maybe buy Pickford? What?
No, Pickford's terrible.
Do you think he's terrible?
He's terrible.
I don't know.
Pickford's awful. He's one of those people who thinks he's a lot better than he is. Nah, he's bad, bro. Trust me. Man United. Look, I don't like Man United, but I don't even want to see Pickford. Like that for me would be a horror show. I'd laugh every week, but no, I like to see the top six strong. All the top six strong. They all improve each other.
So can we agree that Sergio Romero can keep his spot and be
I think he can. But
and they need to just get a new backup.
Yeah, it's difficult because they need to plug so many other holes. Yes, but
so use that money to plug the holes.
Yeah,
rather than plug the goalkeeper spot, which isn't as important at that stage, considering the goalkeeper that they've got.
Man United, if they were to get a better defence and a better striker, they could. Because next season, I don't think Man United should be trying to get the league. They should be trying to solidify top four.
I agree. Yeah.
And to do that, you don't need to have the best goalkeeper in the world to do that. No. But you do need quality defenders, a good set of midfielders, and a talisman up front.
Which is what they need all. Well, they need all of it.
Yeah, they do. So, I mean, United fans, it might sound bleak what we're saying, but you didn't have a great game against West Ham. You struggled to get through. 2 penalties in the end gave you the 3 points. Will you finish top 4 this season? And if you don't, is David De Gea gone? Is Ollie at the wheel a good thing? Let us know in the comments below. Now on to the other London team. The team with the new stadium. Some people call it a toilet bowl. Others don't. But they also have a Lucas Moura who was able to secure a hat-trick and help Spurs to a 4-0 win against Huddersfield. Tottenham. A month ago, they were in a title race. Now, there's people saying they might not even qualify for the top 4, which is absolutely crazy considering where they were so far ahead. Are Tottenham going to bottle it? Will they stay in the top 4? Aaron, over to you.
We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. Yeah, so after that, I know Arsenal got their own one. You can sing along. I'll give you 5 seconds to sing yours. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. There you go. I believe in you guys too. So, Tottenham, you lot won your game. You should have won that game, to be honest. They were so awful. What I did like after the game, and I'd give props to this, is Lucas Moura came onto the pitch with his little one. Beautiful, I really like that. Moment. I really like that.
Beautiful moment.
But other than that, I still hate Tottenham. You lot are destined to fail. You lot need to give Pochettino to a real club because he's an amazing manager. He's the only reason you are anywhere near there, 100%. Along with him and Son. And Son needs to go and play for a decent club. Because that do you know what? I'm going to say it. If you lot do happen to have to sell one of your players,
which we won't,
but if you do, can you guys turn down 150 million for one of your players?
Yes.
Which is looking like one of the offers that might.
Turn it down. We've been here before. I don't do the whole break into rebuild. Just build.
Do your hierarchy. Are your hierarchy going to allow that? They're going to take that money all day long. And if you look go and buy Son, I think it's a very good replacement. Because he's as similar as you're going to get to the players that you've got. Yeah. So, Son, go and join a decent team. I'll give Liverpool that fact. They are a decent club. Go and join them because they're gonna fail a bit, but they're gonna get you a trophy. Whereas if you play for Tottenham, you're not really gonna get anything. Yeah, only thing you're gonna get is failure.
New stadium. The new stadium looks nice. I'm not gonna lie. It does look nice.
Only thing I don't respect is that I heard that they put the speakers on so you can hear the crowd a bit louder.
Oh,
that's what I've heard about them.
Well, yeah, obviously they're not going to have that same atmosphere.
They don't have atmosphere.
Saying that though, I've heard Chelsea's a bit quiet as well.
No, do you know what? I give it that.
That's all I've heard.
We call it corporate Chelsea now. If you want to go and witness a Chelsea game and you're not in the Matthew Hardin stand, that's where you went wrong. Go Matthew Hardin stand. It's where the real Chelsea fans go. So shout out to all the Chelsea fans out there. Or if you want
natural, genuine atmosphere, just go to Anfield.
I give you lot that. I get goosebumps when I hear you lot sing your song. You never. At the beginning of that, I had goosebumps. I knew he was going to lose. Yeah. I knew he was going to lose from there.
I thought we'd win that game, but I didn't know how we'd do it. But obviously, the Salah kaboom. But yeah, back to Tottenham. We digress.
Sorry.
Because
my fault.
Another Tottenham.
I had a flashback.
So, all right, Tottenham. I still think Tottenham are going to finish top 4. I do. Only because the form of the others is so patchy.
My problem is I've already wished bad form on Chelsea and Man United that Tottenham now have to make top 4.
Yeah.
Which I thought that they will scrape it, but it's going to go down to the last day of the season.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to go down to the last day of the season. Someone's going to mess up on that last day if someone else ain't messed it up already by then.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping Chelsea do to Man United. I'm hoping that we go into the last game in 5th trying to pick off a Tottenham or a Arsenal, which are famous both for failing. So, you know, because there's failure in North London. There's also, nothing happens nice in North London. Nothing. Not a lot.
North of England's where it's at, isn't it? Facts are facts.
Southwest London. But anyway, I do think that Tottenham, as much as I hate them, do they play good football? Yes. Are they a good team? Yes. Do they have a good manager? Yes. Are they being run correctly? Yes. They just have that hoodoo over them. That's literally all it is. They have a big hoodoo over them, and unless you guys sort it out, you guys are not going to finish top 4. If you guys can sort it out, maybe you can build from there.
It's a whole resources thing. So guys, I mean, let us know what you think in the comments below. Are Tottenham going to get top 4? If they do, are they going to push on next season? Will they even sign players in the summer?
No.
Will Pochettino be there next year? Guys, let us know in the comments below. Aaron, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. You'll never walk alone. Please, guys, do like, comment, and subscribe. Head over to Aaron's Instagram page as well. Fantastic DJ. Give him a follow and like his stuff. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching the Sanderson Show. Until next time, see you soon.
We ain't Tottenham.